shooters were so popular in the early 90s, it wasn't that common to see one left behind in Japan. Most Mega Drive shooters seem to hit the US or Europe, or both, eventually. So when you get something like XDR, which never got ported to either of those two territories, you have to think it's probably not a good game. But there's nothing glaringly wrong with it. You have 5 levels, a power-up system that includes different weapons, and even a satellite option system similar to what you saw in Gradius. XDR just doesn't feel polished. It's really slow, it's not that good looking, and even though it has screen-filling bosses, they do very little to bring any intensity to the action. Plus, the music and sound effects sound dull and muted. Perhaps one of the reasons for this is that it appears as though XDR is the very first game from the developer Effect. Effect is still around, although its catalog consists mostly of mahjong games and mobile titles nowadays. Its most notable games would have to be the Cardcaptor Sakura titles it did for publisher Arika. Cardcaptor Sakura was a popular manga series from a studio called Clamp, which was adapted into an anime series that ran from 1998 to 2000. It also inspired about a dozen video game adaptations across multiple platforms like the PlayStation, Dreamcast, and WonderSwan. XDR's publisher, UNIPACC, is a bit of a mystery. There is almost no information about this group out there. As far as I can tell, this is the one and only game UNIPACC ever released.